the example.
Hello, I'm Delia Delore, and welcome to the 2026 launch of St. Lucia's Nobel Laureate Festival. When Swedish chemist, engineer, and inventor of dynamite Alfred Nobel wrote his last will in 1895, and he wrote several, he specified that his fortune be used to create a series of prizes for those who confer the greatest benefit on mankind. It is a tremendous honor that two sons of St. Lucia, both born 10 years apart on January 23, have received this prestigious award. Remarkably, this also means that St. Lucia has the highest number of Nobel Prize winners in the world per capita. Each year, our festival theme reflects an area of excellence inspired by our laureates. Sir William Arthur Lewis received his Nobel Prize in Development Economics in 1979, and Sir Derek Alton Walcott was awarded his Nobel Prize in Literature in 1992. This year, our theme is Celebrating Excellence, Honoring Our Legacy, Shaping Our Tomorrow. By honoring our legacy and shaping our tomorrow, we not only celebrate the remarkable achievements of those who came before us, but we also embrace the responsibility and opportunity to inspire future generations, foster innovation, and build a brighter, more prosperous future for our nation and the world. A summary of festival events follows, but to share the rationale behind this year's theme, we are honoured to be joined by the chair of the Nobel Laureate Festival Committee, Her Excellency Dame Paulette Louisi.
Greetings, everyone. This year, 2026, marks the 33rd anniversary of our nation's celebration of the life, achievements, and contributions of two of our most illustrious sons, the Nobel laureates Sir William Arthur Lewis and Sir Derek Alton Walcott. For it was on January 23, 1993, that St. Lucia formally declared that day be set aside to honor them for their contribution not only to the land of their birth, but to the whole world in the fields of economics and literature, respectively. Indeed, I hope that I am not putting my reputation on the line when I say that there are very few St. Lucians over the age of 10 who are not aware of that example of excellence that the two have set for us, not simply to acknowledge, but to follow. So it is that every January, over the past 33 years, we have been celebrating their achievements, honoring their legacy. This year, we have chosen as our theme, Celebrating Excellence, Honoring Our Legacy, Shaping Our Tomorrow. Over the years, some may have made light of the themes that we have been proposing. They may have dismissed the achievements of our laureates as belonging to the past, as having little relevance to the present, and even less so to the future. But I would invite all of us to acknowledge that the trees under whose shade we now seek and find shelter were planted by those who went before us, men and women who, in some cases, did not live to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Their contribution is undoubtedly influencing our present and will assuredly shape our tomorrow. So, come on, let's celebrate them. Let us for a moment consider what it means to honor a legacy. Allow me to share with you the perspective of someone who put it this way. To honor a legacy is to continue the values, passions, and positive impact of a person after he or she is gone, though we need not necessarily have to wait until then, through our actions and by living in a way that reflects what he or she stood for. It involves keeping his or her memory alive and demonstrating respect for that life. There are many ways in which we can honor people's legacy. We can continue their passions, espouse their ideals, build on the work that they started, support their causes, live by their values, share their stories, create a physical memorial of them, or dedicate an event to their memory. Over the past 32 years, this is precisely what we've been encouraging our fellow St. Lucians to do. Nobel Laureate Day and its successors, Nobel Laureate Week, and now Nobel Laureate Festival, have been dedicated to the memory of our two laureates. The events have highlighted their areas of expertise, more specifically in the field of economics, the literary, performing, and visual arts, by exhibitions, memorial lectures, theatrical, musical, and spoken word performances, visual and literary arts displays, essay competitions, and many more. We have physical memorials of them which currently grace spaces in the Derek Walcott Square and on Mount Fortune. Institutions and public spaces have been named in their honor. The Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, the Derek Walcott Square, and the Derek Walcott Library, which has recently been inscribed in UNESCO's Memory of the World series. All these are meant to inspire us to build on the foundations they have laid, to shape our future, our tomorrow. Let us celebrate their success. Let us acknowledge the contributions they have made, the talent, time, energy, and resources which they expended to get to the heights that they have scaled. Let us emulate them and so unleash the potential within each and every one of us. We are dedicated to providing the environment within which you can be exposed to their contributions and achievements. They who have carved out the paths and blazed the trails that will surely make the journey forward much less daunting. We are offering this year memorial lectures, award ceremonies, book launches, authors in the spotlight, musical tributes and concerts, interviews, seminars, podcasts, theatrical performances, among others. In this regard, we thank the event coordinators for their unwavering support for the festival and the many ways they have kept it going over the years. On behalf of the Festival Committee, I would also like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our sponsors and partners, the Government of St. Lucia, the Bank of St. Lucia, the Library Cooperative Credit Union, the St. Lucia Tourism Authority, the Cultural Development Foundation, the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, Sludera St. Lucia, the Library Development Foundation, the Ministry of Education, the Castries Constituency Council, St. Mary's College, UWI Global Campus St. Lucia, UETV, National Television Network, NTN, Calabash TV, Helen's Daughters, Chante Creole, Flow, Caribbean Film and Media Academy, Papiot Press, Sagicor, Delia Dolor Media Relations, Colorful Radio, Landmark Events, Robert Lee and Associates, Camera Clips. Together, we encourage you to celebrate excellence, to honor the legacies of those who have excelled, so that we can shape a tomorrow that we can all be proud of. I thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. At this time, I am pleased to welcome our valued sponsors to share their remarks. Their support is instrumental in making the Nobel Laureate Festival a success each year.
Bank of St. Lucia is honored once again to support the Nobel Laureate Festival, and in particular, the Sir Arthur Lewis Memorial Lecture, an event we have proudly sponsored for many years. Our partnership reflects our deep belief in the power of education, ideas, and national excellence. Sir Arthur Lewis's legacy reminds us that small islands can produce global giants. His work continues to influence economic thinking around the world, and it continues to inspire young people to aim higher and contribute meaningfully to St. Lucia's development. As a leading Indigenous bank, Bank of St. Lucia sees this festival as an investment in our country's intellectual and cultural growth. We are proud to stand alongside the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College and the Festival Committee to help preserve and elevate this important national celebration. We look forward to another year of meaningful dialogue, inspiration, and pride in our Nobel laureates, and in also the potential of every St. Lucian.
Nobel Laureate Festival serves as a significant occasion in St. Lucia, honoring the contributions of our esteemed Nobel Prize recipients, local icons, Sir Derek Walcott and Sir Arthur Lewis. FLOW takes pride in its support for this noteworthy initiative, aligning its principles with those of the laureates. We are not only proud, but also eager to boast that we have the highest number of Nobel laureates per capita in the world. The involvement of FLOW in Nobel Laureate Festival reflects its dedication to excellence and innovation. By aligning with such a prestigious event, FLOW encourages future generations to pursue their aspirations, fostering a culture of inspiration and achievement. FLOW recognizes that collaboration is vital for addressing local, regional, and global challenges, and its support for Nobel Laureate is in harmony with this vision. Furthermore, supporting Nobel Laureate Festival is integral to FLOW's corporate social responsibility strategy. Participation in this initiative illustrates FLOW's commitment to social advancement and helps cultivate trust among stakeholders. In summary, FLOW's support for this commendable initiative in St. Lucia not only honors the legacies of Sir Derek Walcott and Sir Arthur Lewis, but also furthers the principle of innovation, education, collaboration, and corporate responsibility. This partnership guarantees that the spirit of exploration and advancement remains vibrant in St. Lucia and throughout the wider region.
Here are the events for St. Lucia's 2026 Nobel Laureate Festival. Celebrating Excellence is a special 4-part video series produced for St. Lucia's annual Nobel Laureate Festival, honoring the extraordinary achievements of our 2 Nobel laureates, Sir William Arthur Lewis in Development Economics and Sir Derek Alton Walcott in Literature. Each year, the festival takes inspiration from their brilliance with a theme that reflects our nation's highest ideals. This year, we proudly present Celebrating Excellence, honoring our legacy, shaping our tomorrow. This series explores the global influence of St. Lucia's Nobel laureates, featuring insights from Dr. Claudius Preville, Ambassador at Large for Trade, Investment and Multilateral Issues, Ms. Crystal Riviere, Youth Economy Consultant, Mr. Giovanni Santoma, Design Consultant, and Mrs. Kathy Birch McDermott, Head Librarian at the Hunter J. Francois Library at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Join us at venues north and south as we honor our past, inspire our present, and help shape our future. Follow us on Facebook at Nobel Laureate Festival St. Lucia. Request a program or call 758-284-2111 for more information. Saturday, 10th January, Paint the Village Day 1 with Jonathan Gladding, Painting Nature. Paint the Village is Labour's annual plein-air painting event for people of all ages and levels of experience to paint together while enjoying the outdoors as a group. This year's event will take place over a period of 2 days. Participants can choose either both or which of the 2 days they wish to attend. Day 1, Painting Nature. on Saturday, 10th January, will be held at the Mont LeBlanc Nature Heritage Park, Accra the Radar. Attendees will be free to paint the flowers and trees on site, as well as the working standpipe constructed last year, or anything else they find interesting, or take a short walk off-site to paint the pitons from Laborie. Day 2, painting a waterfall. On Sunday, 11th January, will involve a 15-minute hike to get the beautiful but not often visited Dudu waterfall in the community of Macdomel in Laborie. Participants should bring whatever art supplies they wish to use: paints, pencils, crayons, tablets, cameras, etc. Transportation to and from the Laborie Square will be provided. Monday, 12th January, Metaphorically Speaking with Delia Delore, with guest Mrs. Saffron Gilbert Kabula. I am a bridge between worlds. Mrs. Saffron Gilbert Kabula is a British legal professional with St. Lucian roots. She is the co-founder of the Corporate Law Journal, for which she was listed as a 2023 Forbes 30 Under 30 honoree for media and marketing. She is also the founder and CEO of The Law Chronicle and serves as the UK United Nations Ambassador for UN Net Zero Facilities Capital Funds. She hopes to use her experience to redirect ethical investment flows back to St. Lucia, with a focus on curbing brain drain and bolstering agriculture and education. During this podcast, Mrs. Gilbert Kaluba discusses the rationale of her chosen metaphor, I am a bridge between worlds. The podcast is produced in collaboration with the UK's Colourful Radio and will be available on all major streaming platforms. Wednesday, 14th January, Sludera Literary Arts Awards. The Sludera ceremony this year will recognize the students and announce the winners who participated in the junior and senior categories of the 2024 Queen's Commonwealth Essay Competition, as well as introduce additional categories for various literary forms through partnerships with organizations that manage or sponsor writing competitions. 10 a.m. to midday, Finance Administrative Centre, 5th floor, Point Seraphine, Castries. Sunday, 18th January, church service and breakfast. The Nobel Laureate Festival's annual church service, followed by a sumptuous breakfast catered by the Benedictine Sisters of the Abbey. Bring the family. Tickets sell out very quickly. 7:45 a.m. church service, Abbey of Our Lady of the Assumption, Mount of Prayer, Cubaril, Castries. 9:45 a.m. breakfast, Villa Santa Maria, Mount of Prayer, Cubaril, Castries. It's $65 per person. Tuesday, 20th January, Sir Derek Walcott Memorial Lecture delivered by Miss Canisia Lubrin. A l'histoire mamai soulive, a history of children without books. Miss Canisia Lubrin is a writer, critic, professor, poet and editor. Born in Jacmel, St. Lucia, Miss Lubrin now lives in Whitby, Ontario, Canada, where she is assistant professor in the School of English and Theatre Studies at the University of Guelph. Miss Lubrin's discourse aims to comment on St. Lucia's folk imagination by examining the mode of elegy that marks the final stanzas of Walcott's White Egrets. She will also use the poetry of Derek Walcott and other St. Lucian poets to look at the social and political condition of our folk imagination and its impact on St. Lucia's literary story. The Laborie Cooperative Credit Union is the proud sponsor of the Sir Derek Walcott Memorial Lecture. 7:30 p.m. Finance Administrative Centre, Point Seraphine, Castries. Wednesday, 21st January. Book launch. Renewal. Poems by Irving Daisy. Renewal. Poems by Irving Daisy, the late St. Lucian poet, much admired by St. Lucia's Nobel Laureate Sir Derek Walcott and other St. Lucian writers. His work finally finds publication through Papillot Press. Published in only a few anthologies during his life, this posthumous collection brings to our attention at last a voice too long unknown. The launch of Renewal will feature an introduction by poet and playwright Kendall Hippolyte, a friend of the late poet. A number of local poets, many associated with Daisy, will read selected poems from this collection. The book will be on sale along with publications by other St. Lucian writers. 7:30 p.m. Wednesday, 21st January 2026, Warehouse 11, Vidbuter, Castries. Thursday, 22nd. Sir Arthur Lewis Memorial Lecture delivered by Professor Sir Timothy Beazley, CBE, FBA, Economic Principles for the 21st Century. Professor Sir Timothy Beazley is the William Arthur Lewis Professor of Development Economics in the Department of Economics at the London School of Economics. He is also a member of the National Infrastructure Commission, a Fellow of the Econometric Society and British Academy, and a foreign honorary member of the American Economic Association and the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. Professor Sir Timothy Beazley's lecture will examine why a new set of rules are needed to replace the purported Washington Consensus, a set of 10 market-oriented economic policy prescriptions promoted by the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank in the 1980s and 1990s. The Bank of St. Lucia is the proud sponsor of the Sir Arthur Lewis Memorial Lecture, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m., Finance Administrative Centre, Point Seraphine, Castries. 10. Nobel Laureate Day, Friday 23rd. Castries Constituency Council schooled musical tribute to the laureates. A musical tribute to St. Lucia's 2 Nobel laureates by the schools in the Castries Basin. 11 a.m. Constitution Park, Castries, opposite the Castries Town Hall. Friday 23rd. Nobel Laureates Wreath-Laying Ceremony. The Sir Arthur Lewis Community College hosts the annual wreath-laying ceremony, which honours the legacies of Sir William Arthur Lewis and Sir Derek Alton Walcott, both of whom are buried on the college grounds. During the ceremony, wreaths will be placed at their gravesites. Members of their families, specially invited guests, and members of the college community will celebrate the remarkable works of the 2 laureates. The event will feature a keynote speech delivered by Dr. Anthea Octave. 10 a.m. Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, Montfortune, Castries. Friday 23rd. St. Mary's College Tribute to the Laureates. The staff and students of St. Mary's College invite you to join them for their annual performance honouring St. Lucia's Nobel Laureates. 6:30 p.m. National Cultural Centre, Bernard Hill, Castries. Wednesday 28th. Writers in the Spotlight. A St. Lucian book and literary fair and author talks. The Hunter J. Francois Library hosts Writers in the Spotlight, a unique opportunity for approximately 41 local writers to display and sell their works during the Nobel Laureate Festival. Attendees can explore diverse genres, meet the authors, and purchase signed copies celebrating and supporting the local literary community. Author Talks features young, up-and-coming writers who will have the opportunity to read excerpts from their work to an engaged audience. Attendees can participate in a question and answer session with the authors and purchase signed books on site. Everyone is invited to attend. A special highlight for 2026 will be an exclusive exhibition of the literary works of Roderick Walcott, playwright, director, and twin brother of Nobel laureate Sir Derek Walcott, drawn from the archives of the University of the West Indies Library. This rare exhibition, 4 p.m., Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, Montfortune, Castries. Wednesday 28th, TV30 Special, Publishing in the Wider Caribbean. In collaboration with St. Lucia's National Television Network NTN TV30 programs, Polly Patullo, Honourable FRSL, British author, journalist, editor and publisher, will be interviewed by international media personality Delia Delors on the importance of publishing with a focus on the Caribbean. The co-founder of the independent publishing company Papillot Press, 1998, Patullo is based in Dominica and London, England. She has said that Papillot Press only exists by being an unpaid one-woman operation and making sure that each book that is published generates enough cash to print the next book. Thursday 29th, National Awards of Excellence. The Ministry of Education's National Awards of Excellence commemorates the contributions of our 2 Nobel laureates by the Ministry of Education: Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology, and Vocational Training, as an opportunity to highlight the achievement of students and staff in various disciplines, academics, arts, and sports, as well as in their contribution to community development. The National Awards of Excellence is the Ministry's annual opportunity to highlight the accomplishments of the Ministry and upcoming projects, as well as the recognition and commendation of individuals and institutions within and connected to the education sector. National Cultural Centre, Bernard Hill, Castries, 10 a.m. by invitation only. Thursday, 29th January. Dr. Patricia Isman inaugural art condition panel discussion, The Singing Word. A 4-person panel facilitated by Mr. Kendall Hippolyte will discuss an aspect of an art form in relation to its past, present, and possible future influences on St. Lucian society. The Singing Word is a general area of focus for the inaugural art condition discussion on the impact of popular lyrical music on the society. Narrowing this for more precision, the tighter focus will be on the significance of calypso, soca, dennery segment as a mirror and perhaps influencer of social trends. 7 to 9:30 p.m. Castries City Hall, Castries. Saturday 31st, Creativity and Innovation Forum. The Caribbean Film and Media Academy, CFMA, presents the CFMA Creativity and Innovation Forum, a one-day vibrant exchange of ideas, artistry, and inspiration. This initiative will honor the legacies of St. Lucia's Nobel Laureates, Sir Derek Walcott and Sir Arthur Lewis, by connecting their enduring vision of excellence to the contemporary creative economy. Featuring a keynote conversation with a leading global voice in journalism, plus curated sessions engaging emerging and established creatives from St. Lucia and the wider Caribbean. 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., the Archdiocese Pastoral Center. Saturday 31st, Farmers Market in collaboration with the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College Agriculture Department. In keeping with Sir Arthur Lewis's advocacy for agricultural development as a pillar of economic growth, this Nobel Laureate Festival edition of the Farmers Market will highlight the contributions of women in agriculture, showcase produce from the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College's farm, and offer a variety of locally grown goods. Visitors will have the opportunity to meet student farmers, learn about sustainable farming practices, and support initiatives that promote food security and rural livelihoods. 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Aquatic Centre, Rodney Bay, Groselay. Saturday 31st, Atipawal Creole, Vanu la vie nous. Join Atipawal Creole as talented artists share their original poems, stories, and reflections on themes of identity, community, and resilience using the vibrant expression, beauty, and power of our cherished Creole language under the theme Vanu la vie nous, our voice, our life. The event this year will also feature a Creole tea party. Whether you are a fluent Creole speaker or simply curious to learn more, the performances and refreshments will offer a captivating glimpse into the heart and soul of our culture. Dress code is St. Lucian Flair. Tickets, $40 EC, 5 to 7 p.m. Visit the Facebook page at Nobel Laureate Festival St. Lucia. Wednesday, 4th February 2026. Sagicor Schools Choir Competition, celebrating excellence in youth. Now in its 4th year, the Sagicor Schools Choir Competition, held under the theme Celebrating Excellence in Youth, continues to evaluate the standard of school-based choral music across St. Lucia. This vibrant showcase honors the dedication of music educators and students while inspiring a culture of musical excellence. The choir competition showcases the pinnacle of excellence in school choral singing and provides an opportunity to honor the dedication and talent of teachers committed to the art of choral music in St. Lucia. 10 a.m. National Cultural Centre, Bernard Hill, Castries. Mark your calendars. The 2026 Nobel Laureate Festival runs from January 5th and ends with the Sagicor Schools Choir competition on February 4th. We thank the Government of St. Lucia, the Ministry of Finance and Economic Development, the National Cultural Centre, the Library Cooperative Credit Union, the Bank of St. Lucia and Sagicor for their continued support. Stay connected. Visit @Nobel Laureate Festival St. Lucia on Facebook for daily updates, program details and live streams of our events. Most events are free, so make time to join us in person or online. We hope to see you at the festival. I'm Delia Delore. Goodbye.
Oh yes, we come from smallness, yet still we achieve greatness. Just look at Sir Arthur Lewis, just look at Honorable Walcott. Oh yes, they set the example and showed us it is possible for us St. Lucians work to be deserving of the highest recognition. Made us proud. A pioneer was he, developing our small economy. Gave us the cure for poverty.